Hey, Meghann, Scully, and this is the Limerick Post Show. Now join me, it's Anita O'Donnell of the Hugh Campbell Hair Group. I'd say you must be inundated with calls and texts about hair.
Yeah, it's a very difficult time, isn't it? And everyone's in the same position, including myself. Lovely glowing roots, and can't wait to get back in to have their hair done. But what can we do? Everyone's, singing off the same sheet. We're all just can't wait to get back. For us, we can't wait to get back into the salons, and we can't wait for the clients to come back in the door. So it's a difficult time for everyone.
And who would have known, I guess, at the start of this whole pandemic and the lockdown, toilet paper was the hot topic. And now we're, 7-8 weeks in, and it's salons. And it's, I guess, what I've been kind of noticing from people is a salon isn't just about getting your hair done. It's an experience. It's almost like a therapy. It's time out for yourself. It's a moment where you can just spend a few hours, getting your hair done, which is very personal. So I think people are really missing that.
Yeah, it's so many things. It's more than just having your hair cut and colored. As you say, it's that time out for yourself. It's also like the connection you have with your hairdresser. Most of my clients are my friends. I'm doing their hair for years. I know everything about them. I know about their children, their lives, their lifestyles, and you build up this relationship with a client. And I think that's nearly even foremost the most important connection you have with them. Of course, they come to you for your expertise in cut and color, but it's a lot more than that. It's the time out for them, and it's going in to sit in front of somebody that you can trust, that if you want to talk, you can talk. If you don't want to talk, you don't have to talk while you're having your hair done, and you come out feeling, I think, all the better for it mentally and looking better as well. So
absolutely.
People are missing that, and we're missing that. We're, as hairdressers, we're missing that as well, that connection with clients. And it's crucial in everyone's life. So we feel their pain at the moment, and we wish there was something we could do about it, but we can't. That's
absolutely. You can't open salons just yet. What do you know so far about the reopening of salons?
Well, what we know is what we've been told by the HSE, and we're following very closely the HSE guidelines. So we're at the end of July. We are very hopeful that, that they might bring us back a little bit earlier. But, we have to trust in the HSE. We have to trust Tony Holohan. He has our best interests at heart, and we're following his guidelines stringently. So I would hope, if the numbers keep going down the way they've been going down, that he would trust us as hairdressers to put the right procedures in place and maybe allow us back a little bit earlier. That's best case scenario. Worst case scenario is the end of July, but we're hopeful.
And what exactly are the procedures that you can put in place? Because I know it's going to be obviously difficult to have a regular running salon with everyone, all the staff in there and all the clientele. So how would it operate?
Well, first and foremost, it's all about safety, hygiene, cleanliness, and that's for clients and for staff. So we have to be stringent on carrying out as much safety procedures for both client and staff as possible. So I suppose we're lucky in our group. We have 4 salons in the city, and they're good sized salons. So we're lucky from that perspective, in that we have space in the salons. So basically we'll be splitting the teams in 2. Yes. So they work back to back, and they don't come in contact with one another. We will be taking out every second chair in the salon, so we're able to have that social distance between clients. We have perspex screens between basins. We have created little pods where, if you're having your colour done, that you sit into this little pod and you're kind of secluded from anyone else that's around you. PPE, we have PPE ordered. We've disposable gowns, disposable towels, masks. Look, whatever the guidelines are, we will stringently be following them. And the single most important thing for us is the safety of our staff and the safety of our clients coming into the salon. So we're ready. we have everything in place. We've been clearing and getting the salons ready for the last few weeks. So whenever we get the go-ahead, we're good to go with everything in place and every procedure that we can possibly carry out to the letter of the law. That's what we'll be doing.
I think that's music to a lot of ears right now.
It's very important because clients need to know that we have their well-being and their safety at our utmost priority, and that of our staff as well. So whatever we need to do, we will be doing.
Sounds absolutely incredible. What does. So Anita, finally, what advice would you have for people who are at home? I know a lot of people are, I suppose, we've seen a lot of unusual haircuts. We've seen some home DIY colouring. We've seen, I know some of my friends who are blondes are like, the roots are driving them crazy. But what advice would you have maybe for those who are struggling with their hair, that maybe they can, something they can do at home that will nourish the hair and give them, I suppose, as close as possible to salon treatment until they can go into the salons again?
Yeah, look, say for instance for blondes, I, like myself, but I have very protruding roots at the moment. Blondes can't do anything. You cannot do anything with your colour at home yourself. There are a few little tips. I use the Moroccan oil dry shampoo for blonde hair. So it's kind of got a little bit of a powdery texture, so it leaves a kind of little residue on your hair, which kind of camouflages the roots a little bit. So that's a good one. Also any of the purple shampoos, so that cleans up the blonde a little bit, brightens it up a little bit. And condition masks, any kind of masks. Our salons, our phone lines are open every day, so if anyone needs products, they just ring. Receptionists are answering the phone. We have we can send stuff out to people. So just, I would say, look after your hair in as much as you can. I blow dried my hair for your benefit today, Meghann. I'm in 8 weeks and it felt a bit normal, but I've been kind to my hair for the last 8 weeks, so I've been leaving it dry naturally. I've been loading it with a mask, a conditioning mask for my type of hair, and no electrical appliances on it. So that, you know, leave conditioner in. If you look, we all have press full of products that we never get the time to use. Now is the time to use it. Your hair will be all the better for it. So when you shampoo your hair, leave your shampoo or your conditioner or your mask in for 10 minutes, half an hour, however long you can possibly leave it in. Stay away from electrical appliances. Brunettes then are, you know, you've got the root touch sprays to camouflage the roots and all that. I see people going around with fairly bad roots at the moment, and we'd love to be able to help clients in this time. We'd love to be able to, but we have to follow HSE guidelines. We are part of the Irish Hairdressers Federation. We're a L'Oreal salon, and we have to go with their guidelines in not providing colour for clients from 100% safety aspect. We have to stick to those guidelines, and we trust the professionals and we listen to them, and that's why, you know, unfortunately we can't do anything like that at the moment. But you know, just look after your hair, be kind to your hair, and you know, by the time you come back to the salon, your hair will be in lovely condition, and you'll be so delighted when you leave the salon after your first cut and colour, and your hair will be in and whatever. So patience.
It's going to be a busy, it's going to be busy time for you when those salons open, but I know it's going to be very rewarding.
You know, for businesses, and it's going to be the same for all businesses. It's going to be difficult to make it viable for business owners, because we're going to be working at a reduced capacity. Yeah. But what we're trying to concentrate on is reducing the contact time. So all our staff are coming together over the next few weeks and putting our heads together to try and speed up techniques a little bit, so that we're reducing the time the client is in the salon and reducing our contact time with the client in the salon. So we're working kind of behind the scenes from a colour perspective and cutting as well, to try and come up with techniques that might take a little bit of time off the contact time in the salon. So we're busy behind the scenes getting ready to make that journey through the salon as fast as possible and as pleasant as possible. But it will be a different experience.
Yeah.
It's going to be a different experience for us as hairdressers and for the client coming in the door. But safety for staff and clients is our priority. And however we make that happen, that's the way it's going to be.
Anita O'Donnell of the Hugh Campbell Hair Group, thank you so much for chatting to us on the Limerick Post Show, and it's been so great to chat to you all about salons. And I have to say, I think we're all in agreement here, male and female. We cannot wait for those salons to open again.
Lovely to talk about hair. Everything else we've been talking about recently. So yeah, can't wait to get back to work and see all our clients. And if any of them are watching, just to let them know we really, really miss them. I just can't wait to get back.
Anita, thank you so much.
Thanks, Meghann.